Day or night, every pitch matters when these two meet. So get ready, Cardinals fans. This is what summer baseball in St. Louis is all about. Get your tickets at cardinals.com/tickets.
The weekend starts at Busch Stadium. Grab your crew and kick it off at Friday Night Live. Every Friday night home game, Budweiser.
Here's Action Jackson with 3 more ways to get TMA content.
Watch TMA on YouTube. Click the bell to subscribe. Download the podcast. Find it at TMASTL.com or wherever you podcast. And check us out on TikTok at TMASTL.
Thanks, Jackson. It's the Brown and Crouppen Morning After on 105.7 FM HD2.
You're hearing TMA all day on KPNT HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. Featuring the morning after live from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Then a full show replay from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Followed by the best of TMA from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. And another same-day replay starting at 10 p.m. KPNT FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA all day. And we're back. It's time for After, the Morning After, presented by Munganess St. Louis Acura and Munganess Burkhardt Alton Toyota on KPNT HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis, and the TMASTL YouTube channel with Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Iggy Strode, and Jackson Burkett.
11 o'clock in St. Louis, you're listening to After, the Morning After, on 105.7 HD2 FM and the TMASTL YouTube channel. The show is presented to you by Munganess, St. Louis Acura, Munganess, Burkhardt, Alton Toyota, Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Jackson Burkett, Ken, Iggy Strode with you on the program. Come on in. The water is warm. Watch the show and talk it over in the James Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency YouTube chat. You can also text in to the program. Lifetime Roofing is the sponsor of the text inbox. The number to text into is 314-252-0714. And you can call in to the Mark Hanna Evergreen Wealth Strategies phone line, 636-9004-TMA. And, of course, Longo Biggs, the sponsor of our 11 o'clock hour. Longo Biggs, sponsor of the 11 o'clock hour. Participate in the program. Jackson, what is the situation with the phone lines? How's that looking?
They will be remedied.
How about that, Doug? Will be remedied.
It's going to... I talked to the engineering team. They said, just be patient on it.
I'm going to bring in my ratchet set.
Okay. Where's the first place you're going to start wenching?
In the proper hole.
Okay.
Because Katie Cook texted me yesterday and said, I want to call in. One of the phone lines is going to be done. I said, I don't know.
About that story.
Not my department, but she wants to call in. But I said, you just have to...
What is your department?
Hang in there. I have no department.
Yeah, they're going to be... I appreciate people wanting to call in. We want people to call in. Our engineering team here is really, really good, but they can only work so fast when a part's on back order. Who knows? It'll be remedied soon.
There's a part on back order.
Something's to that effect.
Maybe I'll have a ratchet to fit this part.
Right.
Supply chain issues still.
Okay.
COVID-related supply chain?
Yeah, just use that.
Ships are
Supply
backed
chain.
up in Long Beach.
Yeah, they can't get out of the strait.
I think he was filling out his time card when I came in. All you got to do is hit approve.
Yeah, but don't you have to put your hours in there?
No, sir.
Oh, well, thank you for that, because I went day by day.
I was wondering if they changed the software, but I'm in here doing it right now.
I used to do it last year and just hit time card approve, and it always went through, but I thought I hit time card approve last week, and poor Tommy, called me on Sunday. Can you get your time card done?
Yeah.
So I guess I had to go in there and put every day, every hours in there, and then do 4.
Maybe as a part-time employee.
Yeah, probably I got screwed.
Oh. You're the victim again.
You get the benefits.
Sooner or later, you'll be the hero.
Yeah. Part-time, I always get the low end of the totem pole.
You're welcome to participate. They're already in there. 89 friends are in there. 7 days, same as the cameras. That's from the SoCoHo. Phone parts? That's from Walrus King. Hot start from Ken. That's Gene Thomas.
What did I do?
I don't know.
You told a fabulous story of someone asking about the phones, and you said, yeah, I don't know.
You want a story? And Doug can relate to this, because I think this happened to you before.
Oh, no.
I have a gigantic hole in my bedroom screen.
A hole in the bedroom screen?
Yeah.
What's a bedroom screen?
My window.
You have a bedroom screen, too?
But there's a screen in there.
Very
in the
easily
window.
fixed. Very easily fixed.
How? It's
You
like...
replace the screen.
Well, Let me
You ask me how you fix a
let me
hole
throw
in the
this at
screen.
you.
That's how you do it. You replace the screen.
I'm probably being dumb because my landlord, Joe, is a very nice dude. Good guy. He took care of the internet when the guy turned it off across the hall, and he ordered internet. And I asked him last May, we were actually on our way to the Brian McKen Memorial down on Mackland. And I was waiting for, and Sarah B. and Amy LaBelle had just gotten there with their Uber. And I said, I forgot something, I'll be right back. And I couldn't lock my door.
No, couldn't get it locked.
It just wouldn't, it wouldn't
Just
turn.
would
So I called Joe, and he said, well, it's Saturday. I said, well, I'll just leave the key under the door, and I got to go.
Yeah, no one's
But he
gonna
fixed
rob
it. It was fine.
Yeah.
Then he did the internet. When I got kicked out of my apartment after 23 years in Maryland Heights, did nothing.
You smoked, and the smoke went up to the upstairs.
Well, they just made that up because they wanted me out of there. They kept raising my rent they had this new apartment manager. They kept raising my rent, hoping the old people will move out and get the young people in.
And you were bitter when someone stole the pork steaks you were grilling.
That was a long time ago.
Forgot about that.
But the older people were getting their rent raised, and guys and girls were moving out. Ladies and men were moving out. And I said, no, I'm fine. I'll pay your extra $100 or whatever. And I wouldn't leave. And that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
So they got this young couple and just believed all their lies, and that got me out. But when you get a notice on your door without even a warning, 10-day eviction notice, you got to get out. You know, you get stressed out and worried. And so I don't want to, in the back of my mind, I'm saying, Joe is a nice guy, but I don't want to give him too much. He may say, oh, this guy's asking for too much, get him out. It won't happen, but I have that in the back of my mind since the last apartment, so I'm leery of that.
Sure, you've been burned.
So anyway, to make this story into the hole, a bird flew in yesterday.
Flew right into your bedroom.
Right through the hole.
How big is the hole?
It's like a foot and a half. It's like half the window. It's just a big hole.
Well, since there's a hole, why don't you close the glass window?
I want air in there. It was a nice day yesterday. So I opened the windows to get some fresh air in there. And this bird flew in.
And there's probably bars behind the screen.
Well, yeah, but they can't get through.
There's one right there.
So what kind of bird?
It's just a little sparrow.
Flew right into
Which
your bedroom.
hole is the most important to plug at this moment?
So I can't get it out. I don't even know where it's at.
It's still in the...
Yeah, I hear it chirping. Well,
You didn't get it out.
No. I just put some bread on the windshield, on the windowsill when I left. Hopefully they'll get the bread and it'll just fly out.
What? Word. So you're going to go home and there's going to be a bird that's pooped all over your apartment.
It may be out by now. I don't know.
Scat.
You would
Fly
think
with me, lesbian battle hawk.
I mean, it's got to try to get out.
When did the bird get in there?
Yesterday. I was just sitting
So
on the-
all night long you slept with the bird flying around.
What do you want me to do? Try to catch it? I don't even know where it's at.
So you
catch it.
You were able to go to bed while there was a bird actively in your apartment?
It's a sparrow. What do I? It's not like a hawk is in there. It's a sparrow.
Yeah, but that's still like very I would not be okay with that.
Well, what am I going to do?
Doug, if there was a hawk in your bedroom, what would you do?
Get him out of there.
Yeah, a hawk I would.
You got a blanket or something, you throw it over the bird. You got a tennis racket, whack the bird with the tennis
I
racket.
haven't seen it.
You're like living inside of a Home Depot where birds can just come and go as they please.
I mean, it's just watching TV and what the hell is that?
So you have a pet now. That bird's
No, I'm
staying.
trying to feed it and get it out of there.
Yeah, now you're giving it food. It's going to come back.
You close the bedroom door so he can't get outside of the bedroom.
I don't have a bedroom door.
That's true.
You got no doors in
Jackson's
this place?
verified.
There's one door in the whole.
There's a
Well, so the bird could be anywhere.
No, could
Two
be.
doors. There's a bathroom door and there's a front door.
And there's a closet door in the bedroom.
It's true.
It sounds
Which
like
doesn't shut,
inhumane
but-
condition.
It does not
You know,
shut.
when you're thrown in jail, you still have basic human rights.
Well, what am I going to do? Human rights.
Priority 1,
Call
2,
it-
and 3 would be me getting that bird out before nightfall.
What do you even call it? Bird Congress?
Bird Congress.
Animal
Doug.
control, I would have called.
I'm not going to call animal control for a sparrow.
First, you have to try to let the bird get out himself. Open the doors, open the windows.
I did that, Doug. There's the window's open with the hole. Get out.
But the hole's not, the screen's probably not big enough. He may not see that again. You gotta
Sure
get
he
the
will.
whole, take the whole screen off.
I'm not going through all that.
Well, it'll take you 2 seconds. You want the bird out or not?
If I knew how to fix a screen, I'd buy my own screen and put a new one
It's
in.
the easiest thing in the world.
Well, you
want
want to come over and do it?
Well, I could tell you how to do it. Sure.
I'd have to go buy the screen, figure out what size it is. I don't have a tape
you don't
measure.
have to figure out the screen will come in rolls. And you
Rolls?
yes, a roll of screen.
And you cut it, right?
You can buy a small roll so you don't have to buy too much screen, and then you lay the screen over the window, and then you cut it with scissors so you got a little bit more screen than window, and then you lay the screen down, and then you take that strip that goes around the window, and then you put that into the track, and then you take a razor blade and you cut the
just
excess
forget
screen
that.
up. It's easy to do. You want birds to continue to fly in there.
That's one bird. It'll get out. It wasn't going to do anything at night. Birds sleep at night. They don't fly at night.
Dude, I cannot believe you went to bed with a bird in your apartment.
Scary.
What if he would eat your eyeballs or something while you're
It's a
sleeping?
sparrow.
They get hungry.
Sparrows are afraid of people. That's why they fly away.
You're like Mike Tyson with his pigeons.
You ever tried feeding a bird? Here,
They're
fly
not
away.
so afraid that they didn't fly right into your home.
They don't. They're dumb. They don't fly like 2 feet away. They fly miles away when they see a person. Better get out of here. So it'll get out eventually.
Aren't you afraid there's going to be poop all over your bed?
Seriously.
Bathroom and the kitchen's going to have bird poop in it.
Well, hope not. I can't do anything until I see it. I haven't seen it.
Frankly, I don't know how you've lived this long.
Why? Because I can't fix a screen?
Well, you can't just allow wildlife into your home.
I didn't allow it in there. You think I said, come on in, birds, wide open,
No,
come
but
on
you
in.
seem to have a very cavalier attitude about getting it out.
I don't, there's nothing I can do
Yes,
unless
there
I
is.
see it.
There is absolutely
Get a
something you could
blanket
do.
or a sheet.
If I see it, Doug, I will try that.
Start walking around and you'll disturb it. He'll
Well, I
start
do.
flying.
I'll do when I get
Throw it
home.
over the bird, pick up the bird, put him outside.
It happened about 6 o'clock, and then it got dark, and I didn't hear it.
So now you have a roommate.
It may have flown out. Maybe you saw that bread and got the bread and say, hey, there's that hole I came in. I'll go back out that hole.
Possibly. Yeah, possibly. Or you could go home and take a nap and wake up and have a bird trying to eat your eyeballs out.
What happens if this Instacart girl comes back and you're like, sorry, we can watch TV, but just heads up, there might be a bird flying around my apartment.
Or maybe other birds heard that there's easy pickings where you live.
Well, I emptied my trash yesterday. So there's no food for him to eat, so that's why I put the bread on the windowsill. Hopefully he'll see it and get out. If not, I'll look for it today.
Are you going to continue to live with the hole in the screen?
I mean, I'll call Joe eventually. I don't want to bother him again. He just did the internet.
He just did the internet.
It's a very, very easy fix.
Well, come on over. I'll pay you.
How much will you pay me to fix the
How
screen?
much you want?
$100.
I'll give you half of that.
You pay me $50 to. Well, you're going to have to buy some
You said it's
materials.
easy.
It is easy, but you have to buy some materials at a hardware store.
Tell me what I need. You pick that up on the way over.
There was, in that very apartment that Iggy lives in, I had a mouse in there once.
Oh,
Mouse in the house.
It was truly a mouse in the house, and I went on a 3-day Rambo-style mission to get that son of a bitch.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I messed up, though, and I bought the glue traps.
oh, you don't want those.
No, bad idea.
What goes on with the glue
They're
traps?
still alive when you
Yeah,
catch them.
they
Oh, boy.
they hop on. It's just like a flat, like looks like a playing card with
Right.
glue all over it, and they stick on there, but they're still alive
Yeah.
on there, and then you have to get rid of it.
and
And
they're trying to pull their feet out of the glue.
and this was a dastardly little mouse. I checked the glue trap the next day, and only on there was a foot.
Oh,
Just a mouse.
chewed his foot off.
my
He,
God.
he gnawed his foot off to get that. This is like the MacGruber of
No way.
This guy had a lot of guile, a lot of gumption in this mouse.
So he gnawed his own foot off
He gnawed
and then
his
got
foot.
away?
Yeah, and I
Holy crap.
caught him the next day, and he was still
Limping, probably.
I looked, and he was missing a foot,
oh,
and I didn't have the heart to I didn't know what to do. Do I smash it over the head?
Yeah.
Oh, I threw it away. I went to the outside dumpster.
So
and
you
just
threw it away while it was
tossed him
still
in there.
alive.
Yeah,
You buried him alive.
I buried
Footless.
him alive. It was a message to all the other vermin.
You should have put him out of his misery.
I should. I'm a soft-hearted man.
But you buried him alive. I mean, that's a little more hardcore.
Yeah, it's the soft way out for
do
me.
you throw the little foot in the window?
This is what I did. So I took out one of the bags of trash that was in the garbage can, put them at the bottom, and then I took this big box.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
you're torching it.
Yeah, this is torture.
No, I didn't. And then I smashed him over the top. But I kind of heard rustling, and I did it again.
I haven't
The
seen any
old-fashioned mouse traps work great. That's
Yes.
why they say you don't need to reinvent the mousetrap.
I should have gotten that.
I
Boy,
haven't
they
seen
go
any
for it.
vermin. I haven't seen any vermin yet, just the birds.
It was winter time. I think it got cold, and he retreated to a warm sanctuary, and I was not going to allow that.
Why don't
Yeah, I
you just
haven't
buy the
seen-
snap it? It hits their head and just kills them.
I know. I messed up.
Well, I'm not going to do it to the bird. I want to let the bird go. I'm not going to try to smash it and kill it.
No, you should try to just open the window.
Well, it's already open.
Like,
But the screen is still in it.
Yeah.
No, completely open the window.
You know how to take the screen out, right?
No.
Yes, no.
I've lived in apartments my entire life.
Well, they still have screens.
Well, I've never had to worry about them.
Okay. Well, all you do is pick it up.
Yeah, I can lift it up. I don't know how it comes out of there. I mean, just push it out of there until it comes out?
Well, usually there's a little spring on the top, and there's things that you hold. Yeah,
I'm not even going to try.
Really
So
difficult
don't worry
fix.
about it.
Okay.
I just live with the hole.
Live with the hole.
Someone said you're going to procure a street cat to get the bird.
I haven't seen any cats in this.
You're going to see a lot of things with that hole in that screen now advertised in the Wild Kingdom.
No stray cats. I always like to see stray cats. I try to feed them and see if I could become friendly with them.
You're going to be interviewing W. Earl Brown, and a bird's going to come and join the program.
I interviewed him last Monday.
What if the sparrow has bird flu?
I don't think sparrows have bird flu.
I don't know.
Isn't that some bird in Africa?
Todos had that song about Africa. Rains down.
Well, there's my...
I'm concerned for your well-being.
There's my story for the day.
All right. And it's still going to be there when you get home.
Maybe, maybe not.
Doug, The Undertaker used to challenge other combatants to buried alive matches. That's from Ryan, is it Weemhoff?
How do you have a buried alive match?
Ryan...
put him in a coffin.
Yeah.
They always have a coffin out there, and you would body slam and throw him in the coffin, shut the case, and then you won.
That's a real thing?
Yeah. Only for The Undertaker.
I'm back. You can share your thoughts in the James Carlton YouTube chat. James Carlton's online at carltoninsurance.net, 314-961-4800. On board with After the Morning After and the glorious return of Ken Iggy Strode, then support the sponsors. Spread the word on the program and support the sponsors. 314-961-4800. Go online at carltoninsurance.net. That's James Carlton and his team saving you money. Jackson's a client. I'm a client. We recommend you become a client as well. James Carlton, 314-961-4800. Go online at carltoninsurance.net. Doug, tell us about Longo Biggs, sponsor of the 11 o'clock hour. That's C.D. Longo and Doug Biggs. They love ATMA.
If I get sick from this bird, can I sue the bird?
I was just wondering about that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd sue the landlord or
I would never do that.
The bird probably doesn't have a nickel, two nickels to rub together. But if you find yourself sleeping and a bird should peck out your eyes or something, you may have a case. I just don't know. But the people that would know are C.D. Longo and Doug Biggs, longtime listeners to the program. They're more than willing to take your calls to see if you have a case. Probably not with a bird, but a car wreck, a truck wreck. You've been wrongfully injured, hurt at work, whatever. Longo Biggs has been helping people for many years now. Graduated from St. Louis U's Law School, both of them, and then started the Longo Biggs Law Firm together. It's not a big giant firm. It's more of a boutique law firm, and that means they can give you more personalized service. The right law firm certainly makes a difference, and Longo Biggs is the right firm. If you have a serious case, these are the guys you want to have on your side. They have a long history of winning. If you just have a question, not sure if you have a case at all, they're happy to take your call and give you some advice and help with that. All their clients have CD's and Doug's personal cell phone numbers. When you're a Longo Biggs client, they're going to give you their full attention until the case is completed. You get high-end service from a small firm that's not dealing with 100 other cases at the same time. You want to have their full attention, and you're going to get it with C.D. Longo and Doug Biggs. You're saying, okay, stop blabbing. What's the website? Here's the website, longobiggs.com. And remember, the choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements.
There it is. It is Longo Biggs, sponsor of the 11 o'clock hour here on After the Morning After. You can also get involved in the Lifetime Roofing text inbox. That number to participate via text is as follows. Save this in your phone, 314-252-0714. That is how you can get involved via the text inbox. Or you can watch the program and, of course, go back and podcast it. And it's in the TMA podcast feed. Booted from Spartacus Reddit. dating Instacart women until they flee to a foreign country, and birds moving into your hovel. Can't wait for what's next from Ken's Lemonade Stand. That's Flip Wilson.
What, he doesn't believe that story?
I don't know, Flip Wilson.
They didn't believe, there were some stories they didn't believe in the Reddit page.
No.
I should do a daily segment Monday through Thursday. Answer a TMA Reddit question since I can't go in there anymore. I could just pick one and read it and then
go
answer
ahead.
it. I'll answer the one from yesterday. They weren't happy.
Here's the question from yesterday.
They weren't happy with Riz coming in for the hour.
What was wrong with Riz?
They just said they didn't need Riz in there for an hour. They don't need guests.
They don't need them.
And one guy said, I forgot his name. The fake name.
Yeah, it's a screen name.
Whatever the screen name was.
Probably a guy with multiple screen names, if I had to guess.
Ambitious Quail or something. I don't know.
Doug Ambitious Quail.
He's got bird on the mind.
No, there's a name in there, and he usually sticks up for me. So thank you, whoever you are. But somebody said, "Oh, you could just see Iggy pouting because he didn't get to talk for 30 minutes." And
Ambitious Quail said this.
I don't know who it was.
Why did you pout?
Here is my answer to that. I'm the one that texted Riz and said, "Come on down and hang out with us." Why would I be mad he's in? I'm the one that asked him to come in.
But then you were caught pouting.
I wasn't pouting. I enjoyed that.
Why were you so upset by it?
Well, I'm answering the guy. I wasn't upset. I was happy to have Riz in here. That's why I asked him to come in and hang out.
You were pouting about something else.
No, they said I was pouting because Riz was talking and I didn't get to talk.
Flip Wilson says Riz was talking a little too much for Iggy. I'm kind of surprised he didn't light his shoe on fire.
We just found Ambitious Quail, who it is.
Flip Wilson is Ambitious Quail?
He just said that I was pouting. He disagreed with it. Isn't that what he said?
That is correct.
Yeah, so maybe you're Ambitious Quail. But you're Flip Wilson, so I still don't know who the hell you are.
No,
are you Phil Elfrink?
Flip Wilson.
Are you Phil Elfrink?
Are you Phil Elfrink?
No,
Is it P?
I know Phil Elfrink.
Remember, none of this stuff bothers him, yet all he does is talk about Reddit. It's the new fan page, which didn't upset him either. That's from the old Appleton stepdad.
Yeah,
Doug.
way down there, a little north of the Cape.
I had to come by to sit on the porch and have some lemonade. No, it doesn't bother me. I find some of them funny. But I just see them that they're so wrong. So I answered one today. I wasn't upset that Riz was in.
But you can't answer it via typing.
No, I can't get in there.
You have to answer it here on After the Morning After.
Yeah. So
What can you do to redeem yourself so you can get back in there and continue to troll like everyone else?
I haven't even tried.
Flip Wilson says he's Ambitious Quail.
All right, Ambitious Quail.
Wow.
We outed somebody.
Have we met Flip Wilson?
Yeah, many a time. Golf
I get Flip
tournaments?
Wilson and Alan Dadeville confused.
Yes. Flip Wilson would often come out to TMA golf events. Good guy.
But isn't Alan Dadeville also at TMA golf events?
Yeah.
And he works with the Pope, who can really roll the rock.
Everything that has been said in the last 25 seconds is true.
But I can't picture two different gentlemen.
I can't picture what Flip Wilson looks like right now, but I just saw Alan Dadeville a few days ago. So
I love when Ken comes on the air and uses the show as his audio Sharpie and cardboard combo. Helpless, not homeless. Anything helps. God bless. That's from Arbor Day.
Helpless, not homeless is good.
You did look extra pouty yesterday, but those Reddit people are absolute losers, so who cares what they said? Just do you, Ken. That's from Beer Cats. You're getting support from Beer Cats.
Maybe I always look pouty. I don't know. When I'm not talking, maybe my face looks like I'm pouting.
Could be. I have resting bitch face myself.
I don't sit here and smile the whole time.
I am Phil Elfrink, not Ambitious Quail.
Oh.
So Phil Elfrink is not Ambitious Quail. Phil Elfrink is Flip Wilson. I was about to say, I would have been disappointed if somebody that we actually know was on that.
Yeah.
And open, I guess.
Oh, I'm sure there are.
I know,
I
but like
agree.
people that we've kind of hung out with.
Yeah, but Ambitious Quail, if I'm not mistaken, Ambitious Quail usually sticks up for me. When somebody trashes me, he'll say something nice about me. So I don't know why it would be Flip Wilson agreeing that I was
A strong
moping
soldier.
yesterday.
This is a masterclass in broadcasting, spending time on luscious HD2 airwaves to address two users on a subreddit. Narrowcasting like the Dickens. Doug, that's from glove blogger Tom Traven. He writes about gloves.
Hard to argue with him there.
No, I could go through a few. Eat a Jerk Pal's the worst.
What was that name again?
Eat a Jerk Pal.
And what does he say, this guy?
Oh, he just hates everything.
And it bugs you a little bit, doesn't it?
No, it bugs me when he slanders me. But I can't do anything about it because I have no clue who he is.
So I'm Phil Elfrink? What? That's from Alan Dadeville.
No, you're Ambitious Quail.
Reddit is a cesspool. I avoid it. That's from Flip Wilson. So Flip Wilson wants you to know he is not Ambitious Quail, nor is Alan Dadeville.
Well, we haven't narrowed it down then.
And Mr. 63011 wants it known that he stands with Ambitious Quail.
Why don't you?
I'm
just
not sure
go
Ambitious
under-
Quail made that comment because I just made up the name because I've seen that.
Oh.
He's the one that he started a thread about a week ago.
So you made up
Roll
Ambitious
call.
Quail.
No, it's in there because Ambitious Quail started a thread that said roll call for the Dotem. He wanted to see if anybody's going. Maybe he went to the Dotem. So maybe Ambitious Quail was actually playing last Friday.
Huh. Is there a chance that the guy I played with in Jackson's pairing, Mitch, is Ambitious Quail?
My cousin? That would be a real revelation. No shot. My cousin listens like maybe once a month for 8 seconds.
Mitch doesn't like what he hears, I guess.
No.
Call in, Ambitious Quail.
Ambitious Quail, call in 636-9004
Phones don't work. Waiting on a part. Straight of Hormuz.
Mark Hanna, Evergreen Wealth Strategies. Mark Hanna's online at evergreen-ws.com. He was at the Dotem. Is there a chance that Mark Hanna is Ambitious Quail?
No, Mark Hanna is too nice of a guy to...
He is a delightful gentleman. 314-889-0503 or go online at evergreen-ws.com. Get yourself a financial advisor. I cannot recommend it enough. What I wouldn't do to go back into my 20s and have somebody such as Mark Hanna working with me. 314-889-0503 or go online at evergreen-ws.com. I just discovered what Reddit was in January for Email of the Day material. I have no use for Reddit. I have a family. I have a good career, and I am genuinely happy, so I don't qualify for Reddit, Doug. That's Al in Dadeville.
You think you'd be happier if you didn't go on there, Iggy, and read all
It
this?
doesn't make me unhappy, Doug. I find it funny sometimes.
But you say you're being slandered.
Well, that didn't make me happy. There's nothing I could do. I sent 4 times. I sent it to the moderator and said, get this down.
Mm-hmm. What do you do?
Never took it down.
Oh.
And then I get banned for saying F you. Can I give a real quick shout out to Mark Hanna?
You've never hesitated before.
Well, I want to, a lot of our sponsors do nice things for charity. Always give to the Megan Meyer Foundation. And we had a board meeting prior to our trivia night. Like a week before our trivia night, we had a final fundraising meeting. And we were $1,000 short of our goal of sponsorship for the event. And while we were in the middle of the meeting, I texted Mark. I said, we have one sponsorship available for our trivia night. Are you interested? He goes, how much? I said, $1,000. He goes, I'm in.
Boom! Just like that, Doug.
During a meeting,
just like that.
Then in a Zoom meeting, I said, we got the 1,000 thanks to Mark Hanna and Evergreen Wealth Strategy. So that's how good our sponsors are.
Oh, he's great.
He's great people. He is great people. Although, let's see, I've observed the TMA Reddit, and it's a weirder community than Jonestown, although I wouldn't mind if those Redditors drank the same Kool-Aid as they did in Jonestown. Doug, that's Jugs in D.C., and he released a 5-star play on the Cardinals' money line today for the Busman special, and then he's going to sprinkle. Look at this.
I see it with your fingers there, what you're doing.
Sprinkle on the Cardinals -1.5.
Okay.
Jugs in D.C. He's never led us astray before.
Who's pitching today?
D. May. Papers guy.
McGravy win last night? Cardinals win last night?
They did. They won big.
They lost 0-7.
Oh, they lost 7-0?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I haven't watched a game yet.
Must not have if you didn't know if they won or lost.
Too many damn birds in this place.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's distracting.
I'm watching Blacklist. What a good show.
How often does a bird fly between you and the TV?
I have not seen it since it flew in. I was watching TV and it just flew right by. What the hell?
Iggy, this will be of note to you. Yesterday was the 10th anniversary of what?
That would have been 2016, May 2016.
Doug, what was this the 10th anniversary of?
I don't know.
Papers? You weren't working on the show.
Probably 10-year anniversary of me graduating from high school.
Possible. Not what I was thinking of, though. So theoretically, could be correct. Is that right? You guys have a 10th reunion coming up?
I don't know.
You going to get that ass now that you're famous?
Oh.
St. Louis famous.
Yep.
I started on TMA in about
HD2.
2016.
That's not it, though.
I don't know. May 20th.
May of 2016. Can we have some sort of hint?
It's already been mentioned on today's edition of Munganess St. Louis Acura, Munganess Burkhardt, Alton Toyotas after the morning after.
Oh,
First of them.
I know.
No.
Damn, Mark Hanna came on as a sponsor.
Anniversary of the fan page.
That's it. Iggy got it.
Oh.
The 10th anniversary of the TMA fan page. Happy birthday to you.
It's really evolved.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
It's evolved in those 10 years.
Dude, none of us participating.
Yeah. I'm in there every once in a while.
Well, there you go.
But it used to be just awful. It's not great now, but it used to be just
Well, we don't let anybody new in, so it kind of is, it's aging, so to speak, naturally, not coincidentally.
I like the old one.
By that I mean, it'll just die of natural causes.
I like the old one with Cards 252 and the message board.
Doug, Cards 252 and the message board.
He was a banty rooster in there.
Now we're going way back, right?
Oh, yeah.
To Tim's website.
InsideSTL.com,
Yeah.
which is 21 years old.
Is that still going?
Well, I mean, you type in InsideSTL.com, it redirects to TMASTL. But InsideSTL Enterprises owns the IP of said presentation, which then allows us, whenever we want to leave or they want us to leave, to pick up and go, okay, now TMA airs on YouTube. Here we go. And that'll do it. Whereas if we wouldn't have owned the intellectual property when we would have left 1380, was that 2010?
I don't know.
John Helmkamp, who was a true delight, who ran 1380, that would have been the property of, I think it was Simmons Media that owned that station.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we wouldn't have had all of our drops and archives. But that has been a very fortunate thing that I swear to you, I happened to learn from Lisa Ann in an interview. I didn't remember it was Lisa Ann, but I remember Howard Stern interviewing an adult star. And I remember her saying, well, the most important thing I did in my career was own all my intellectual property. And I fought for it and I got it. And I'm like, I don't know what that means, but I'll make sure that I own all the intellectual property, since Inside STL was taking on the financial responsibilities when Simmons said, we have no more money to pay you guys. So that's how it came.
You always
to
hate to
fruition.
hear that from the ownership.
It's not what you want to hear.
No.
But now, I think from a talent standpoint, by talent I mean on-air personalities, it's like OnlyFans. You can go and do your own thing. I think the people making the most money in our industry now are not employees. I'm not talking about locally. I'm talking about like nationally.
The Fred Rogans of the world.
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan. Fred Rogan was a sportscaster at NBC.
In L.A., and I was on his show during the Rams thing, and he was like banty as all get out.
Was he?
Yeah, he really was.
Like mad at you?
Yeah, and I was reporting what was going on in St. Louis, and he just like would sit there. Well, he didn't do it while I was on. He did it after I left the program, and then I guess there were some people who in L.A. who listened. Go, do you hear what he said? And I said, I was on the show. Of course I did. He goes, no. After you hung up, I go, no. I was on vacation and wasn't listening, and apparently he was mad about the things I said. But that's fine.
What did you say that angered him so much?
I don't. That St. Louis was going to try to keep the Rams, which actually, in fairness to him, might not have really been true. We're going to keep the team, Stan. You just have to put in $400 million of your own money. What? You don't want to do that?
No, we didn't.
I found out Simmons purchased 1380 when I was in Jamaica.
Doug Simmons purchased 1380. He was in Jamaica.
Is that a big moment for you? Well, got to get off the beach.
No, because it was me and Stolly were doing a show, and I got us down to Hito to do a show down there.
Some shows in the nude.
No, we didn't do shows in the nude. We had some nude girls behind us, but then when I got back, somebody said 1380 has been sold to Simmons Media Group. I said, I guess we're all on our job. I was the second person they hired.
Who was first?
Yeah, who was first?
Dave
Didn't mean to upset you with the question.
Yeah.
Dave Green.
What? Who?
Dave Green.
That puts you in a bad headspace.
Very bad headspace.
Oh, wow, Doug, we've got another enemy.
Well, he started it, so.
But you'll be the hero of the story by the time it's done, I'm assuming.
Well, I am the hero of the story because this radio station's gone. I said it wouldn't
It
last
starts
a year.
with a G and ends with an ale vulva.
Yeah, I was the second person they hired.
The TMA Reddit page is full of the following: incels, divorced guys, or married a Jeffco 4 and not divorced yet guys. You get the picture, Doug. That's Carlos Spicy Winger.
Okay.
Tim, remember when you offered that dork $1,000 to take over the original fan page, and that guy said no? That guy is definitely on the TMA Reddit page. That's from Beer Cats. That actually, I can't speak to the parts about the Reddit page, but I can say that I did offer him $1,000 to take over the original fan page. He declined it, and then I go, well, I guess I'll just create my own. And then that happened, I guess, on May 20th, 2016. It popped up in my Facebook memories last night.
Okay, that's fun.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
What made that guy think if he kept it and you started one that all the people would stay on his?
I don't know.
Even I'm that
Okay.
Even I'm not that dumb.
I'd like to endorse Los Ween. That's Jugs in D.C. He says, to be fair, Tim, you released the money line. I released the sprinkle on the run line. So he likes the run line. I like the money line.
What is the run line?
The Cardinals minus 1.5 today.
You get better odds on that than a money line, I'm sure.
But they're underdogs on the money line, aren't they?
Yeah, so you're going to get paid probably plus healthy money if they win by 2 or more.
Right.
Eat a Jerk Pal has 38 comments on different subreddits other than the TMA subreddit, all made in the last day. We have a live one here. All positive, by the way. That's from the old Appleton stepdad.
All positive.
Watch out! Here comes Suck Boy Tony. Oh, you don't want to see.
I tried to do some digging. I'm pretty sure he's a.
I don't
know his name. I just go by.
Let it just.
Yeah, I just
Sleeping dogs lie.
I just go by some of the other things he posts on.
But, Tiki, are you coming back to football because you miss it, or are you coming back to football because you just had a big failure in broadcasting?
Doesn't seem like a fair question.
What a question to ask a guest.
That was the first question, too, I think.
Nina, are you going back to porn because you were so bad in the real world and you have to get back into porn?
Jugs in D.C. says it's plus 209, Cardinals minus 1.5.
Okay. That's
about that.
That's good value.
Hawk is blowing in, FYI. Do with that what you want. I think we are nearing the 10-year reunion of Jay Jr. playing with my wife's feet as well, too, Tim. I missed that, man. That's from Scott's Wrinkled Ballsack. Doug, do you remember the date that Jay played with his wife's feet?
I don't. I didn't even know he did. I know he played with a lot of feet in his day. I didn't know hers was one of them.
I would like to know the podcast. It's got to be up there. When Jay told us all he likes feet.
Oh, I think that started before he was on TMA, though.
Yeah, but we found out about it. I think the first.
The Foot Fetish Friday stuff goes back to like 2010.
Does it go?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. 100%.
So now
I get a vibe that's a nice foot. I think I'll suck on it.
Scott has just sent in a picture, Doug. Here it is. Now he says, sorry, it's the 9-year anniversary. Look at that.
Okay.
She's like staring down the camera seductively, Iggy.
But he's not playing with her feet in that picture.
What'd you say?
I love her.
Jesus.
Yeah, look at the love they have for each other.
Oh, gosh.
God, I miss him.
Amen.
How are you, honey?
It's fun when Tim steps in to try to save Iggy from himself. That's from Shooter McGavin.
No, I appreciate that. I wasn't going to say anything. I was just going to say if you go back and look at all the subreddits he's on, you can get a kind of an idea of certain things, but you're never going to find out.
Doing that.
You're never going to find out who he
Viva
is.
la Strode!
Just do something else. Don't waste your time.
Work on your short
reading
game.
It took me 5 minutes. I'm just sitting there. I said, what other threads is this guy on?
That's 5 minutes you could have done to fix the screen.
I was doing it while I was outside. I was doing it while I was outside smoking. So
Hey, you dumbass!
I watched that video the other day where he's doing it. He did those videos from Normandy.
Oh, that was best.
Daddy's out of the cleaning up dumb business.
Fan page, Reddit, it's all bad. All negative EV. That's from A. Bayless. I agree with him. And he says, Iggy, get off social media.
I've thought about it, but then, there's things I like to promote. I did an Instagram. I don't do a lot of Instagram. Usually just Facebook. But I think I did a pretty lovely Instagram post yesterday.
Don't say lovely.
I thought it was kind of cute. One of my favorite Michael Stanley songs came on yesterday. I was listening to it, Falling in Love Again, and it just clicked. I said, you know what? I got a picture of me behind the microphone, that song, and I said, I really love our listeners. I'm glad I'm back. And then the song is Falling in Love Again with new listeners. So
And that was a lovely post.
I thought it was fun. A feel-good one.
Oh.
So much hate going on. Throw out a nice feel-good
Did you get
Instagram
any
one.
hate from the followers who seem to hate it?
No, a couple people commented that love you, Iggy.
How about that, Doug?
Huh.
I haven't looked on Instagram how many people have actually watched it, but Instagram's a lot more than Facebook.
A lot.
Because it also, you can do it where you post it on Instagram.
Instagram has more hatred than Facebook, you said?
No, I'm talking about more people see it on Instagram.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Facebook's a dying platform.
But I have more followers on Facebook than I do on Instagram. But neither of them are private, so anybody can see it.
How is he going to...
was anal.
Oh, gosh.
Talk about feed yourself to the lions, then.
How is he going to get to 49 Patreon subscribers without social media? That's from Doug's Loose Dog.
Would that be considered social media? A Patreon page?
Nah.
I don't think so. 'Cause
No.
You can't really post stuff on there. I just post my stuff.
Well, yeah, you can post on there, but I wouldn't call that under the guise of social media.
But I mean, if somebody comments, this sucks, well, good. You're paying for it. I don't care if you like it or not. Why are you paying for it?
Use social media to promote the Patreon.
Yeah, that's
Do you have
what
a link tree?
No.
What year did I cuck Iggy on his patio with Dillian Harper? That's from Beer Cats. Is that how you mean Beer Cats got sideways?
That was painful
that he cucked you on your patio with Dillian Harper there, your dream girl?
Well, there's no cucking involved. You just stole my chair.
And your girl.
You didn't steal my girl. You think she's going to go
Yeah, I
with
was a naughty little girl.
She was right there.
You think she's going to go with that?
Wasn't she big into eating like Hostess cherry pies or something?
A pot pie the size of your head.
Big burrito.
Mm-hmm.
Now, she, as far as appearance goes, not necessarily my personal favorite, but I know plenty of people find her to be. But she really was like a kind person when we were there. She was just like a normal, kind person. I realize that doesn't fit the, sex workers are bad thing, but she was really just like a kind,
Yeah,
cool,
she is.
whatever. I don't know how old she was at that time. I would guess she's in her mid to late 30s now, would be my guess. Hell, I don't know.
Yeah, I would think mid-30s. That's why she has so many followers, because she's nice to her fans, too.
But what about the pot pie pictures? What's that about?
I don't know. She was just sitting at a restaurant eating a pot pie.
A lunch pot pie is aggressive.
Boy, that lays a base for the day that's going to be tough to bounce back
It
from.
was the size of her head.
Yeah, it's sub freezing outside and it's 8 p.m. I'm gonna have some pot pie and then go to bed. That's not really a power lunch.
That's a winter's meal when you're going to shut her down.
Like shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's
That
pie.
too, yeah.
Pie.
Any sort of meat pie.
There's another one of her just with her mouth open, getting ready to eat a big old burrito. I use that one every once in a while on my Facebook page.
Is it possible
Use
that
that
these
one?
were fake
I'm
photos?
going to do a cooking show. I'll put that picture up there.
When's the newest cooking show coming out?
I haven't done one in a while.
You get tired of cooking?
It's not a great kitchen for a cooking show.
I just get tired of talking while I'm cooking.
I would like to see you do a cooking show where the bird comes and starts eating what you're making.
Yeah, right into
like Woodstock and Charlie Brown.
right into the fish, and then I'll just put it right as a side dish.
And then I'll videotape me boning the fish.
Guys, I had to check out these Reddit posts. Just so you know, there was a post made in the last 20 minutes about Ask Iggy. That's from the 314. So, Iggy, you're going to have to check that, I guess.
Are you kidding me? They put one up yesterday. I forgot what it was. They took a picture of me with my hat on backwards and somehow commented on that.
I thought it looked cool. Just one out on the record.
You
I
know
love
who
you,
else
Dad.
was a kind and cool person? Lisa Ann. Yep, she was great. But then Ken happened. That's from Beer Cats. And after I thought he was offering some kind of olive branch.
No, sir.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, simp. You can't suck up to her when she
Why
comes
would
in
you
town.
call him a simp?
Yeah, she come to the dotems. Hi, Lisa Ann. Hi, remember me? I'm Beer Cats. Hi.
That's what he sounds. He doesn't sound. He's a
Simp.
bigger guy.
He's a
Shoot off our girl. I just remember Big Al laying on that table. I don't know if he was drunk or passed out or whatever. He was just laying on that picnic table. That's where we were doing our broadcast by the clubhouse. And he's laying there on his back, and Lisa Ann walks by. And he just looks over and goes, "Morning, baby girl." And she walked by. She goes, "What?" Called me baby girl.
Lisa Ann, I don't know if she has a podcast or she was a guest on a podcast. Any of you boys seen this by chance?
No.
This is where a lot of the TMA audio comes from. Me scrolling through Instagram Reels and TikTok, and I'll send it to Papas. And there was one. She was, I think, either hosting or being interviewed, and she said that she has had a groundswell of people asking her to do a comeback because of a recent topic in the news. What would that topic be that would tie in to a Lisa Ann comeback?
Comeback on TMA or comeback into Stag?
Comeback into Stag.
Has Sarah Palin done something recently?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
While you think about that, I'll tell people about Design Air Heating and Cooling online at designairservice.com. Seth Goldcamp and his team, the longest-running sponsor on TMA and online at designairservice.com. I'm a client. Doug's a client. We ask that you support the sponsors. It's the only reason that this show is in existence. So please support the sponsors. Design Air Heating and Cooling is online at designairservice.com. That's Seth Goldcamp and his team. You need a service plan. You go to Design Air Heating and Cooling at designairservice.com and sign up, and they'll take care of it when the weather warms up for your air conditioning, when the weather cools down for your furnace. Design Air Heating and Cooling, designairservice.com. Jackson, do you have a guess?
I don't know. Is it something like related to a news story?
Everyone will know about it when I say it. It's not some niche
right,
topic.
but it's like a topic that's been all over the news.
News and sports.
Diana Rossini.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And she says that people say that she looks like her.
I guess, yeah.
And so they want her to come back, and then she's trying to figure out who would play the role of Mike Vrabel.
For heaven's sakes.
So that is what she was talking about.
And that would
on
be a
this
big seller?
podcast.
Iggy's the expert.
Wouldn't you consider OnlyFans kind of like still doing porn?
Yeah.
Because she has OnlyFans.
But I think that what she says about OnlyFans is all she does is repurpose her old stuff, and then she just makes money from it.
Hence owning her own content.
Hence owning your IP.
Oh, maybe it wasn't old. Somebody sent me something.
I don't know. I mean, like I said before, once we got to know her, I couldn't look at her scenes, you know? It's a weird deal. It really speaks to me being a sociopath, that once I get to know somebody, then I'm no longer attracted to them. What kind of social foible does that illustrate?
I was the same with Lisa Ann. I had no problem watching Dilly and stuff after I met her.
How about that? That's a champion right there.
You haven't really had much of a problem watching anything.
Yeah.
Bird or otherwise.
Chloe Salpa?
I'd forgotten who that is.
You think next month, Jackson, somebody want the screen name Chloe Salpa?
Sure. I don't see why not.
Chairman Kurt has sent in an image of Iggy with the Wanamaker and Woodstock on his shoulder.
Nice champion.
I've never held the Wanamaker. I've held the U.S. Open trophy.
How about that, Doug?
How'd you get that in your mitts?
Tommy O'Toole brought it down to the Cardinal game one day when the U.S. Open in St. Louis at one point.
PGA was.
I think it actually was the U.S. Open that was at Belle Reve that Gary Player won. I think.
Yeah, this might have been the U.S. Senior Open was coming here.
Was that
He brought
1971?
the U.S. Open trip.
That was the Ryder Cup at Old Warson.
Got it.
Yeah, he brought the U.S. Open trophy down, and I was down in the dugout, and he let me hold it, and I gave it a kiss.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know. I don't believe I could
Do they
lift.
want you kissing the trophy?
Well, everybody else did.
Why? I am a bad boy.
Because that's
and
what
I'm
the winner of
testing
the U.S.
things.
Open does. They take a picture with them kissing the trophy. So
The
I did the
winner.
same thing.
Do you think I cursed you to never win the U.S. Open? You and Phil Mickelson?
Yeah, and then
Two guys who haven't won the U.S. Open.
Then I'll put up I'll put it up when the U.S. Open comes around. I'll take last year's champion, and I'll have them kissing the trophy, and I'll say who kissed it better, and then I'll put my picture up there as well.
So we have to look JJ Spawn. We have to look forward to.
JJ Spawn. But those-
Jackson is beasting with the drops right now.
Thanks, Doug.
The most beautiful breast I've ever seen, and then a penis.
Oh,
That's the Chloe
Salpa.
Savigny? Chloe
S-A-L-P-A.
She was-
Irish lash.
She was in Chloe Savigny, Brown Bunny.
Doug Brown Bunny.
Brown Bunny, where the thing was like there was a scene where it was unsimulated.
Oh, yeah, with Chloe Savigny.
Oh, what?
Savigny.
What's
Savigny?
happening right now?
Yeah. And what was
There's
the
a
guy's
Brown
name?
Bunny scene that was
Vince
not
something?
simulated.
Vince
Yeah,
something?
he was dating her at the time.
Vince was.
Yeah.
Who was it? Vince someone or other?
Vince
Yeah, you're right.
Vaughn.
No, it wasn't him.
Vincent Chase.
Gallo?
Vince Gallo, I think you're right.
Yeah, Vincent Gallo, yeah.
Yeah, she did. She gave oral,
Oh,
and it wasn't simulated.
It like ruined her career for a little bit. She's back though.
Yeah, they were dating at the time, so I don't care how much if you're an actress and say, well, it's part of this, it's part of the story. You don't need to do that. I'm all for it, but you don't. I don't know how. It's not going to be released in a movie theater with that, is it?
It's pretty hypocritical, Ken. You dog on people for taking pictures with the Stanley Cup. That's from caller Buzz.
Yeah, but this was brought to me. I had to go searching it out. Hey,
Desperately,
don't be Clark's tonight. Let's go.
They desperately wanted you to touch and kiss the trophy.
You drive to go. It's on display. You drive. I was at the ballpark and I was there. I didn't go looking for it.
Yeah. The whole golf world wanted you to have a piece of that trophy.
Throwed family game night. Can you imagine, man?
Yikes.
Lifetime Roofing is where people are texting in. Lifetime Roofing text inbox. Lifetime Roofing is online at lifetimeroofingstl.com, serving the St. Louis metropolitan area since 2005. Veteran and locally owned business. All they do is service the St. Louis metropolitan area. They're not a storm-chasing operation. They're not a franchise. They're not PE-owned. They are locally owned, which means they are locally accountable to you. That's Dustin McClendon and Lifetime Roofing. Online at lifetimeroofingstl.com. Call it 314-800-0426 or go online at lifetimeroofingstl.com. lifetimeroofingstl.com. Guys, I'm 100% convinced this show is stealing the precious few brain cells I have left. Keep up the stupid, Doug. That's from Joe Boo's Rum.
Keep up the stupid.
We lost a great friend in Lisa Ann because of turtleneck shopping. That's from Flip Wilson.
Well, you say what you want. I don't care. You're not going to berate me on the air, and I'm going to sit still and not say anything. I don't give a crap.
Oh, there's almost an F word. F this.
I forgot why you were shopping for the turtlenecks.
It wasn't why. I had things to do. I had 2 Zoom calls. Then I wanted to go shopping, and I'd forgotten about the last text. And she sent me like 5 of them, and I answered every one of them. Then the 5th one came in, and I got a phone call, and I started talking on the phone. Then I had a Zoom call. Then I went shopping, and it wasn't even a question. It was just, you could have said thank you.
Did you get the turtlenecks?
I had 2 of them.
2 turtlenecks. Move your show back to this studio full time so Jackson can make the drops easier. That's from Doug's Loose Dog. Jackson, can we do TMA from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. on 101 ESPN in this studio?
Probably.
Oh, how about that?
Probably. I don't know, though. I mean, it seems like overhandling when we have a studio. It was just this 101 studio would just be empty.
Yeah, and it's bigger. It's a bigger studio.
And you got a TV in there.
3 TVs.
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith argue with Michael Wilbon over Aaron Rodgers' career for 90 minutes today.
Not great there. It is great when something good's on AMC. I'll throw that on. Or major golf tournaments.
I agree with that.
And hopefully Martin's not listening, because if he does, he won't do this anymore if I say something.
Oh, no.
Please, for the love of God, say it.
But I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube when I'm watching him. Whenever Martin does a live read during a break, he always does this at the end. So give a call, 366-7474. And he just turns his head and looks up.
Looking at the time to see how long
goodness.
his live read was.
I thought he was looking at the TV or
He'll
something.
say, a little short.
And every once in a while, I'll type in there when he's in the middle of it. Quick, Martin, look to the right. There's boobs on TV.
Boom shakalaka, I got a hand that'll rock your cradle.
Joe Roderick.
So you people that watch on YouTube, keep an eye out for that tomorrow. Just watch that head.
And that bothers you?
And give him a call.
Does that bother you? Stop
It's
making
just
that
weird.
face.
It's just...
Well, he's looking to see if he did a 60-second spot.
I thought he was looking at the TV. I don't know.
To see breasts? Like he's that?
No.
Like he's watching TV so intently while at work that
what does he care?
The second he's done with the thing he's doing, he has to get
So what's he
back
going to do? Give him a call. Call him today. Oh, only 58. Call him today. Now it's 60.
Martin's very meticulous about details. He's a detail-oriented person.
What's he going to do if he looks up and it's only 57? He's going to go back and kill
He says
3
a little
minutes?
short to me, and then that's it. There's really, in fairness to you, Iggy, there's really nothing he can do at that point, but that's why he does it.
Jugs in D.C. says, holy crap, Doug's Loose Dog, that is actually the best idea. Do that. Do TMA in the old studio. That's Jugs in D.C.
It's not the best idea.
It's not the best idea.
It's possibly something that could happen in a pinch. I don't think it's what anyone here is desiring for us to do.
Why do they care what studio?
Because I guess I can play drops easier. I don't know. That doesn't matter. We don't have working phone lines, so that's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you have to just load all of the commercials into this computer instead of, or can you just pull up 101 spots on this computer?
I don't understand the question. I apologize.
Well, like, your computer over there.
Sure.
And your board up there, you got all the spots loaded for 101.
Oh, yeah. That could easily be transferred over here. But, again, we probably need someone on the board in the 101 studio to, like, still work it. It would make no sense. But I appreciate people working it out.
Well, it wouldn't work anyway, because once we get a studio sponsor, and Jamie and that will be up here, so those sponsors will be on here going on 101, correct?
The studio sponsor on TMA on 101 is Stiefel. It's a fair, you know what?
It's astute.
It's astute.
I'm always thinking.
Astute AF. Guys, what if Lisa Ann, Prajo, Daddy Padre, Beer Cats, Claves all show up as guests on After the Morning After? That's from A. Bayless.
Claves, I get along with Claves.
Yeah, I was going to say, when do you have beef with Claves? Because you got invited to that Hall of Fame thing.
Oh, yeah, he left
Yeah,
you
he
off
was
the
upset.
list.
He was upset for a period of time, and I had to sit down with him and say, "Look, dude, I was just kidding.
You had to sit down with him.
I had no
You
intention
really had
of
to
going.
sit down with him?
Like Paulie Walnuts.
I don't know where it was, at the ballpark or something. I saw him and I said, "You really upset about that?" He goes, "Nah, at the time I was." But I said, "Dude, I was just kidding. Just like if, somebody asked you talking about their wedding reception. Oh, I didn't get my invite. I'm just kidding."
Hey, Ken.
Would be Al. Hello, Al. How are you?
Welcome home, Frank. Big Al from the morning show.
Okay.
He wasn't impressed. He just wasn't that impressed.
He wasn't sure what morning show.
Hey, Ken, when some people have a 60-second live endorsement, they don't always feel the need to spend 5 minutes berating the audience on their ween sizes. That's some Scoops cameraman.
Yeah, people can say what they want about the Blue Chew reads, but they got their money's worth.
Boy, did they ever. That was a 5 for 1.
And then some, yeah. All right, well, now I know what he's doing when he looks up every day. I'm trying to, I get some of his mannerisms down by watching him so much. He's always got this.
Whose mannerisms now?
Martin. He's talking. He's always got the hand. I was talking to Thrower yesterday, and I didn't know I was talking to him yesterday. And
He's always writing something.
No, he's always with his hands on
He
his
did
face.
that from the day one of the morning grind. Had a notebook, and I'd look at it, and I'd go, how in the hell would you be able to follow? Because there's just
It's like a Zodiac cipher.
Yeah.
He does the same thing. We were down in Jupiter. I've told this story before. We were in Jupiter at the, what's the place next to you, Tiki?
Doug, what is next? Is that Jetties?
No.
Is that Guanabanas?
No.
Is that Square Grouper?
That's it, Square Grouper.
Right there by the lighthouse.
We were at Square Grouper, me, Doug, Lensman, Jake, and Martin, enjoying some beverage and food. And what he was talking, and every second he wasn't talking, he was grabbing napkins from the napkin holder and just stuffing them in his hand. I was like, what are you doing? By the end of the night, he had like 40 napkins in his pocket.
Martin did?
Yeah, I don't know. He's
Really?
like got some. He always has to do some with his hand.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah, I think that's why I did. Because the note, it's not like those notes are useful. It's just scribbles.
Just doodling.
Yeah, essentially.
DJ Scribbles. Pondoff's Anonymous. Iggy, you've got a new Pondoff's Anonymous?
Pondoff, PAFO. I always say PAFO, but it was PAFO.
Leaping Lenny Poffo was the brother of Randy Poffo, who was Randy Macho Man Savage. Lanny Poffo became the genius. Doug, did you know that?
No, I didn't.
But PAFO Plus is when I critique PAFO. PAFO is on Wednesday with KG, Chris, and Zoe. And then on Thursday, I tape PAFO Plus, where I critique their broadcast.
I'm sure the public absolutely demanded a show like that.
No, I actually threw it. I told Chris, I said, I'll do it.
Oh.
It might be fun.
Okay.
I don't know how popular it is.
No.
Probably not, but just
This is
something
a hell of a live read.
Yeah.
something else to
Blue
put up
Chew
there.
School of Live Reads.
But I have fun with it. But yesterday, I did it, and it didn't go through. And I had to redo the whole
go through.
Oh, no. You did an
Jeff.
entire podcast and didn't get it recorded and had to redo it?
The bird shoot through your new internet.
No, Jeff, who used to be part of the show, he set up something where I just go to pondoffsanonymous.com/Iggy, and I click on it, and there it is, says start live recording. I record, and it says upload, it goes straight to Jeff. Well, last week, it didn't do it quickly, and Jeff fixed something, and I did it again, and it went through. This time, it wouldn't go through twice.
Is this like the Easy Bake Oven of podcast software?
Yeah, maybe. because he said
Ken's first podcast.
He said it's something tech.
Fisher Price podcast.
It worked fine for 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks, and he said it's something technology or something. I can't figure it out. You're gonna have to redo it. Just go to Zoom and then send it to your guy Tony. He can send it to KG.
Send it to Tony.
Oh my God! What a layered process to get this thing up.
So I had to do it. I wasn't in a good mood anyway. Starting this, I said, I'm doing this for the second time. And after I did the first one,
nothing engages the audience more like an exasperated host who doesn't want to be there.
You Earl Weavered yourself.
Oh, I did. And I said, look, it was 3.5 hours because they did 2 of them.
Oh, God bless it.
They
critiqued it for 3.5 hours?
No, they did 2 podcasts. They did 2 PFOs last week. So I don't just half-ass it. You know, I don't listen
that's
and get
not your brand.
I don't listen and get one comment and then just zoom 2 hours in I listen to it so I know what to talk about. Right. So I had to listen to 2 of them for 3.5 hours. I did the first one. I had all these notes written down. I got done with the first one, started the upload. I took the paper, crumbled up, and threw it in the trash. Now, in that time when I was uploading, I made some chicken. So I took the chicken that was in, I threw that in there.
Yeah.
I emptied my coffee grounds in there.
Oh, sure.
And then I had to redo it. I had to go in and get this piece of paper, unfold it with coffee grounds and chicken juice on it. And I'm trying to read my own writing with the crumbled up paper, and it was awful. I got through it, but... So yeah, that's up there along
Is this
with
the live read?
Yeah, that's what's up today. Pondoffs Anonymous. They got the Monday recovery
And you had
podcast.
some biting criticism about their podcast.
Oh yeah,
that lasted 3.5 hours while you were making.
Well, it was all
chicken.
for 3.5 hours. All KG. So I don't want people to think I'm just trashing KG. It was basically his 2 podcasts. It was all these stories and more dating stories, and he thought he was getting a happy ending and a massage. And, so I just critiqued it all. And
what did you have to say about that?
I said you should know if it's a happy ending because there's going to be a price. You have to listen, Doug. But Mondays is the recovery.
That's what they want me to say.
Monday is the recovery podcast and addiction podcast with now KG's part of that too.
Is he?
KG, Zoe, and Chris. Tuesday is Chris and Chaz with Needed to Hear That. Wednesday is PAFO. And Thursday is PAFO Plus. All they want you to do is go subscribe.
Just subscribe. That's all we're asking for.
That's all you got to do. It's simple. Click, email, you're done.
The more subscribers, the better the chance people hear about their network, which translates into people knowing help, healing, and transformation is out there. That's how it works. Please go to YouTube and wherever you get your podcast, search Pondoffs Anonymous and hit subscribe and search for them in your app store or contact Chris Pondoff directly at cpondoff, Pondoff, cpondoff at pondoffsanonymous.com for help. It is 12:04, Doug.
Jesus, that's because I spent 5 minutes on the live spot.
Chairman Kurt says he loves me. That's in the
I do
James
love
Carlton
you.
YouTube.
I gave you a shout out at the end of it too because the clips he put up for Buff Bagwell, like 100,000 views.
Doug, 100,000 views.
Hitmaker.
Lisa Ann, Prod Joe, Daddy Padre, Beer Cats, Claves, Willie, and KG. A. Bayless is keeping track of Iggy's nemesis.
Who's Willie?
Green Seats?
Oh, who is Willie?
I don't
know. I read what's in the prompter. We got to go anyway.
Yeah, they're sweeping up.
Yep. This has been After the Morning After, presented to you by the great Jamie Burkhardt of Munganess, St. Louis Acura, Munganess, Burkhardt, Alton Toyota.
Love TMA?